The Gallagher brothers, Liam and Noel, famously known as the driving force behind the legendary British band Oasis, have always had a volatile relationship. Their explosive chemistry was part of what made the band iconic, but it also laid the foundation for a dramatic collapse. While fans have witnessed public arguments, snide comments, and bitter interviews over the years, there was one meltdown that was never supposed to be seen, an intense confrontation that occurred behind closed doors, away from cameras and reporters, but which has now begun to resurface in whispers and leaks from those close to the band. According to insiders, the meltdown took place during a rehearsal session just weeks before the band's final show in 2009. Tensions had been running high for months, but this particular incident reportedly pushed both brothers beyond the breaking point. The argument started over creative differences, something that had long been a source of tension, but quickly turned personal, with years of unresolved resentment pouring out. Instruments were thrown, insults flew, and the energy in the room turned toxic. Crew members who were present described the scene as unwatchable and painful, not just because of the shouting, but because it was the moment it became clear that Oasis could no longer survive in its current form. What made this meltdown so significant wasn't just the aggression, it was the finality of it. Unlike previous arguments where the brothers would eventually reunite for the sake of the band, this one felt different. The emotional wounds were too deep, the egos too bruised, and the desire to continue seemed lost. It marked the end of an era, even though fans were not aware of it at the time. The show was cancelled just moments before the band was due on stage, and the official breakup followed shortly after. For years, the details of this private meltdown were kept quiet, protected by those who still had hope for a reunion. But now, more than a decade later, with Liam and Noel still estranged, the story has started to surface. For fans, it's a heartbreaking reminder of what could have been. Behind the music, behind the bravado, were two brothers whose personal conflicts ultimately ended one of the greatest bands of their generation.